Concrete spalling on roads. What are the causes of concrete spalling and how do we repair concrete spalling? Let's find out in this video. Concrete spalling, if not repaired early, can cause more damage sa roads natin or sa concrete natin. And this will lead eventually to remove and replace. Okay, so today we're going to talk about ano ba talaga mga causes niya and how we're going to repair them. Okay, so one of the causes of concrete spalling is poor mix design ng ready-mix suppliers natin. So you have to be careful in choosing suppliers who can provide the right mix design. Okay? Number 2 is yung on-site mix natin without using admixtures. Alright? So, on-site mix natin, yung concrete na nagagawa po natin doon is normally around 2,000 PSI. For roads na ginagamitan natin would need a minimum 4,000 PSI mix design. Alright? Overwork yung concrete. Okay? So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng overwork concrete? In layman's term, no? Once na yung chemistry ng konkreto natin ay nag-start na siya mag-set, and then yung tao natin ay continuously, he's trying to do the finishing, nadidisturb natin yung konkreto, dito nagkakaroon ng problem during curing dun sa strength ng concrete natin. So, isa pang mga causes natin dito ay yung minsan, nagbuhos tayo ng kalye, tapos biglang umulan. So, isa rin to sa mga causes na pwede magkaroon ng concrete spalling. So, since umulan, nadagdagan yung tubig. So, ito yung mga pwedeng mag-lead ng humihina yung konkreto natin. And ang isa pa is yung mataas na water-cement ratio. Pag mas maraming tubig kasi, obviously, mas mahina yung konkreto po natin. Today, we're going to show you how to repair this concrete spalling in just one day, no? Para magamit agad yung kalyeng to. Siyempre, alam naman natin kalye, lagi nang mamadali, kailangan magamit agad para hindi tayo makaistorbo sa traffic. Okay? Makikita nyo ngayon na may concrete spalling dito sa road na to. Okay, so ang tendency ng mga contractors natin or ng mga maintenance natin para ma-repair agad yung ganitong problema is to use a sand cement and heavy trowel finish. Alright? Yun ang pinakamali natin gagawin. Okay? Kasi number 1, again, mahina yung magiging result ng konkreto na gagawin natin and then magiging very superficial, temporary yung re-repair ninyo dahil eventually magka-crack na yan. So I'm sure marami sa inyo naka-experience na nun and that's a problem. And yung mga ibang solutions na gagawin nila ngayon is remove and replace. It's very costly. We're here ngayon to show to you the most cost-efficient way to repair this kind of problems. So ang gagamitin nating produkto for this kind of job, first we're going to use a bonding agent. We're going to use epoxy base. We're going to use Confix LV. It's a low viscous na bonding agent. The reason why we're going to use Confix LV is that for heavy traffic, we do not recommend acrylic-based bonding agent. We recommend an epoxy type because it has a tensile strength of around 6,000 PSI and a compressive strength of around 8,000 PSI. Okay, again kaya namin ginagamit ang bonding agent kasi yung old to new concrete, hindi po yan didikit. Okay, so whenever you repair and then hindi ka gamit ng bonding agent, hindi siya magiging monolithic. So eventually, masisira, magka-crack, magdi-demand lang ulit yung concrete natin. Alright? Ang gagamitin natin na screed naman for repairing the concrete spalling is the Build-Right Screed 620. Marahil may magtatanong sa akin, Sir Derek, bakit hindi natin gagamitin ang Patch H? Kala ko ba Patch H yung gagamitin natin whenever concrete spalling? Okay, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo sa dating video, concrete Patch H is rapid setting. Since this is a road, medyo malawak yung gagawin natin, kailangan natin ng konting time para hindi magahol yung mga workers natin. That is the reason why we're recommending Screed 620. Alright? So, ang Screed 620, after 12 hours, will have 3,000 PSI strength and after 28 days, it will have a 6,000 PSI strength. Ang maganda rin sa Screed 620 ay meron siya mga fiber. So, ang advantage of having fiber, so it will prevent crack, lalo sa mga heavy loads or mga trucks, no? Ang maganda rin sa Screed 620 is that minimum thickness na kailangan lang para ma-repair ito is 20 mm. Ang galing, di ba? 20 mm. So, hindi mo na kailangan na mag-remove and replace dahil ang 20 mm pala, pwede na ma-repair. Imagine mo, 20 mm at 6,000 PSI, no? So, napakalaking tulong nun para sa mga concrete spalling sa roads natin. Okay, so ang gusto ko rin ma-share naman din sa inyo dito is ano ba yung mga materials na kailangan natin gamitin. Alright? So, ang materials na kailangan natin gamitin para ma-repair natin to is that yung grinder. So, what we're going to do is identify natin yung mga areas na gusto natin ma-repair. After nun, syempre, lilinisin natin. If you have a vacuum, the best. Then, if you have a dust collector din, during grinding, the best. No? And then, we're going to use a electric mixer just to make sure that it's thoroughly mixed. No? Kasi may mga additive dito na for concrete strengthening at saka yung banding. So, hindi namin i-recommend yung mga manual type na mixing kasi minsan hindi nahalo ng mabuti. And then, it will cause imperfections dun sa screed natin. And of course, we're going to use a chipping gun, no, para pagka-grind, and then we're going to use a chipping gun. Next, we're going to use graduated cylinder sana para mas accurate yung mixing natin. No? So hindi mahirap yung tansya-tansya. Ayan, with that, mas maganda makita natin yung video. Panoorin natin. Ayan. So nakita nyo na paano kayo mag-repair ng concrete spalling sa roads. Okay, so don't worry next time na meron kayo nakitang concrete spalling, you don't need a costly repair by removing and replacing the concrete again. Pwede nyo ma-repair yung roads natin just by using Confix LV and Hardcrete 620. Hardcrete 620, once again, has 6,000 PSI at a minimum of 20 mm and achieve 3,000 PSI after 12 hours. Ayan. So para hindi tayo makaabala sa traffic. So once again, kung meron kayong mga tanong, please feel free na ilagay nyo sa comment section or meron kayong mga suggested na gawin naming videos. Once again, this is Derek Tan. Huwag niyong kalimutan magtanong para sigurado.